Hey everyone. During the Twitch stream, the power just decided to go out before we got to really wrap it up. But I did kind of want to show you, like I said, some of the rock work and stuff that I did. That I didn't want to do in stream just because it takes a long time. But there were some things that happened with the Jurassica Park zoo. And so I will just let you know up front that we're not going to continue with this zoo. I will kind of let you just watch a little bit of the building that I did. I think it was the next morning. But just to keep it short and sweet, this zoo was not making money. And we kind of discussed that in the stream, that the challenge, and this isn't even on hard, this is on medium, but the challenge mode is really a challenge to make money, to get all your research done. You're very limited in what animals you have access to and what animals you can afford, and it's a balancing act. But I was confident that we could start off with the wolves because they are pretty happy, low maintenance habitat animals, but apparently they were just expensive enough. And I think we went a little too big. The actual habitat space itself is big. The park was kind of wide open. So I went ahead, and I'll show you a little bit of it in this video too, and did a second animal. That always helps. You can raise your ticket prices, and that usually brings more people into the zoo. Every time you add an animal and a habitat, more people come to the zoo, and they're willing to pay more money. So on Instagram, I had asked what animal we should do next, and I got a lot of votes for the llama, and I thought that fit really well with the taiga and everything. And so I went ahead and built this pretty inexpensive llama habitat, and it just, people weren't going back there. It was just too far back. So I will also post a video, hopefully in a day or two here, kind of showing the work that I've done so far on the new zoo. And I started with 2 exhibits with 2 really low maintenance animals, and I did use the llama. So the llama was one of the first exhibits, first habitats that we put in this new zoo. The look and feel is pretty similar, and I hope that we can get the wolves back in pretty soon. It is making money, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys, and maybe hopefully we can get some more streams in and have you guys kind of vote on some of the animals that we'll continue to place as we have enough money to be building some bigger exhibits and get some of the bigger animals in there, like grizzly bears and tigers and that sort of thing. So I will just let you watch some of this ultimately doomed habitat work and enjoy. So at this point, this is kind of where I was deciding that, we should go ahead and get that llama in there. Um, so I went and I looked, and there was only one llama, and I was very concerned that he was going to be lonely. But I don't really think he minded too much, which is weird because usually I think the llamas like to have a pretty big group. But anyway, there was one llama. I went ahead and got him, and started the llama. And I think it was really a pretty habitat. I'll kind of, let you guys watch this habitat or part of it in speed build. Some of the things that I did off camera, took out loans, which is never good. Usually when I take out a loan in this game, I realize that's probably the end of my zoo. Sometimes it works out, but like I said, I think part of the problem is I just went really too big with that opening habitat, and people didn't want to come back to see the other animals, could come to the back, which wouldn't have even been the back of the zoo. So I think even if it had gone a little longer, we still would have had issues getting people out of that front area, and then the guests just like aren't happy about it. Then they complain and they have low energy and stuff like that. So I did all kinds of stuff to try to get people back here, building more benches, putting in I wanted to put in a full-on restaurant, but we did not have the money for that. So I put in some vending machines, which is a relatively new thing. I think that came out in one of the expansion packs late last year. I don't typically use them, but sometimes I think it's a good call, space-wise for sure. I really also just did not like this observation deck. I was trying to do something a little more square, and then I had this idea, and I couldn't get a perfect circle, and I don't like when there's that little railing thing in the middle. But one thing you can do when you do have that railing stuck in the middle is you can put a tree in it and kind of like try to make it natural. So I might try to incorporate something like that at some point, just because I do think it kind of looks cool. But yeah, it doesn't always. You kind of have to finish out the rest of the deck too, and make it look really natural as well. But I also did get some research done, and I think that I ended up buying a couple more animals off camera too, that just didn't, they weren't going to get a habitat, and I just kind of got them because they were a good price, and I thought if you guys voted on, I think it was like a red panda and a Japanese macaque, and I don't know how to say that. If you guys voted on those, then we'd have, one of them ready to go already. But they weren't that expensive. It's not why we went bankrupt. But I will join you back at the surprise ending where I decided this zoo was truly doomed. And there's some fun little wolf shots, I think, here. Yes, we had a baby wolf, a wolf pup. Super adorable. Oh my gosh. See, I can't wait till we have this in the news. So cute. So cute. Oh my goodness. The howling is what really gets me. Here we go. You just walk right into that poop. Okay, kiddo. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Adorable. Oh, so at this point I did find, that's right, there were 2 llamas. So I did find um another llama to put in with our lonely llama. Um Good. So he wasn't alone the whole. That's right. Yes. Now I remember distinctly 2 llamas. It added to the shock. And here is where I found the other animals. Actually, that monkey was kind of expensive. I probably shouldn't have bought him. I don't know why I did that. I was getting desperate. I was panicking. I was having a financial panic. I got the loan and I was just like trying to do whatever I could. Just really putting off the inevitable. There, see? Okay. And then as I'm doing all this and I'm having all these money panics, they just break out, both of them. And just watching the vet like blow dart tranquilize them both, I went, that's it. This is so freaking over. Like, I'm just so done with this. This zoo is done. So I am excited to show you guys the new zoo, and I hope to have some videos out for that soon.